gear icon above the chat log, and find where it says token macro order, and actually it says alphabetically sort token actions, and uncheck that. And that'll make it so that the token actions that appear on the top of your screen when you click your token are in a order that makes sense. Starting with your initiative is the first one, then your armor class, then your ability scores, then your description, then your gear, then your features, then your attacks, then your spells. And when we get to combat, we'll go over how those buttons work. We'll take a little short stop to go over that.
Hey, now, Tom, how do I transfer to, since I haven't played a druid before, how do I transfer to my bear?
Right-click on your token, and the very bottom menu choice is multi-sided. Then go to choose side, and then you can choose between, I think I got a bear and a wolf in there so far. And then to make it large size, I have to grab it and make that change for you.
I can't believe you're letting him play a druid. It seems like an affront to nature.
It is. It is Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
Okay, let's see. We got a grand total of 7 divided by 5. That is +1. So we're going to be playing strong tonight. I think there's a good chance you'll get the cap on XP's playing strong. Are any of you trained in history?
Ooh.
Wisdom or
Trained in history would be intelligence.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Negative for everyone?
Only if there's stonework involved.
Looking it up now.
All right. This adventure starts right after the last adventure in this series, so some of you, at least 2 of you, maybe more, came into the CHELIMBER'S swamp in search of, well, a band of half-ogres that were traveling here at the behest of Bad Fool, a infamous hill giant that lives in the area. You found these hobgoblins dead, and you found on them a map that led to a ruined wizard's tower. And you found that tower, and that's where the adventure starts. You had been approached by the pseudo-dragon that you've run into a couple times named Sing. And Sing had told you that his master, Seer, wants to get the information that must exist in that tower. And sure enough, after you guys found it, I'm going to move you to another map here. And you had taken a extended rest, basically camped out here at the ruins, we're investigating the ruins. And Seer approaches, or Seer appears. A whistling noise announces the arrival of the golden pseudo-dragon. He looks at you with his milky white eyes, or at least in your direction. He says, "Greetings and congratulations. Seer believes you have found a site long sought, the Tower of the Wizard of the Crag. She wishes to encourage you to explore the tower. She is interested in the repository of lore he is rumored to have had. If you retrieve these manuscripts on ancient forms of magic, we shall pay you handsomely. The wizard whose tower that we stand on is known to have at least been a master of earth and water elementals. It's believed that he also worked with all the other elementals. He had a reputation of being a devotee of both Mystra and Ogma. It is her hope, Seer's hope, that the information contained in these old manuscripts shall aid in her attempts to protect Parnast from Bad Fool." Sing offers you a sealed envelope that he gets from tucked behind his wing, and he hands it to the harpers in the group, which there's at least one. Smokey, I think, is a harper. There might be others. After he hands that missive off, he says, "I can't do everything for you. I'm behind on my naps as it is. This is the place, your job to enter. Coming out with just one miserable spellbook is not acceptable. Use the pendant that the other group found." And Calvin, you remember the stone you found? "I hear Seer calling me." And with that, he teleports away. So, Smokey, let's do introductions. Let's start with Calvin. Go ahead, Calvin.
Calbrin is a ghost-wise halfling who is a druid, and he has been sent out from his people to learn more about the world around them, to try to help restore the balance in his homeland. And so he's out exploring, learning about the world.
All right. Calvin the Ghostwife Sapling is a member of the Emerald Enclave, and he does have the stone, and some others of you might as well. Smokey the Bear.
Smokey was born in a village in a hidden valley amid the spine of the world. The village is built around a hot spring, and volcanic fissures surrounding it was a virtual paradise with constant blizzards just a few miles away. Growing up, he didn't play with the other children. He would venture to the woods and listen to the forest godfather, Gandolfini, and learn stories in the ways of nature. He has grown up now and wishes to learn what is outside his home in the large, large world.
Very good.
That echo for effect is awesome.
Riordan.
So, the lifeless body that was just raised by the seer was previously Riordan, whose encounter with the hag didn't go too well. So he's a forest ranger, a typical elf in a green cloak, whose mission is to hunt giants and to protect Parnas from harm. He is a member of Lord's Alliance.
So your group who came here to fight the Sag, it didn't go too well for you guys, huh?
We did kill the hag, but we had 2 casualties.
All right. Next is Jan.
Let's take myself off of mute then. Jan is a member of the Gur. He used to be a wizard before he was sucked away to Barovia, and made a foolish deal with Jenny to be sent back using her first attempt at a ritual to open a portal back. When he returned, his own magic had sort of interacted with whatever she did, and now he's having a little bit of a problem controlling it. Strange things tend to happen around him. He is a sorcerer at this point, and there's usually an owl with him, but the owl was killed by the hag that was here, and he has yet to resummon it. And he's a member of the Zentarum.
Yeah, but the real question is, did you make Barovia great again?
I got out of there as fast as I could. I've got out of there as fast as I could, let me tell you.
So, Jan, if you like, you can definitely, between adventures, return your familiar. You don't have to wait till the adventure to do it if you want.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, so you'll say that he's back.
Perfect.
And
For now.
Last to go is Morgan. Morgran, I mean.
Morgran is a mountain dwarf barbarian, and he is a noble of Clan Iron Fist, but then he wanted to go out, he snuck out, and he was raised by a group of barbarians worshipping Tempest, and from there on he's been traveling, he's a wanderer, and looking for ways to help other people. He's a member of the Emerald Enclave as well.
All right, so I think the only Harper that we have in the group was indeed Smokey. So Smokey, what you find in the missive that you were handed by Singh is a note, and it's from the Harpers. It says, "While we are in favor of improving the defenses of Parnast, we are concerned about the concentration of all that knowledge in one hand. You're tasked with personally retrieving a few of the scrolls or books. To that end, there's like a little symbol, which you recognize as a cache symbol. And you remember seeing that when you were searching around here, and you look in the trees over there, and you find a bag of holding. And the missive after that symbol continued, and it said that the bag that you will find here, and the symbol is shown, must be returned along with the books when you return from the swamp." All right, so you have a bag of holding to throw those books in once you find them. And now you can look around. Hold on just a second, everyone. All right. Now, looking around, after you wake up in the morning, Singh is gone, you look around, and you basically are standing in a wide stone foundation, framing a sinkhole, giving it a roughly square shape. The edges of the foundation are badly weathered but crenellated like the walls of a battlement, making the stone frame seem less like a foundation and more like the top of a large keep or tower. The floor of the sinkhole is ancient but well-laid flagstone, covered with a thin sheen of swamp water. The northwest corner of the sinkhole contains a badly weathered statue. A large table to the southeast is covered with filthy furs and torn silks, a poor imitation of a luxurious bed. 2 wide ramps of logs and earth lead into the sinkhole from the north and south. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we want to go down.
Yeah, you look around, you don't see any way to go down.
Oh, can we check the statue to see
bet.
if
You want to walk over there and look at that statue in detail? Let's see here.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you're investigating the
Hang
marsh,
on, I'm getting a call. Go ahead.
okay, the marsh all around you is alive with the sounds of insects rising up as the sun rises. Water's lapping against the edges of the island. The statue, as you go to see it, is mud and moss covered, so you can't even tell what it's depicting unless you were to scrape that mud and moss off of it. It's standing on a pedestal, also mud and moss covered. What would you guys like to do?
Anyone mage hand that shit off there? No mage hands? Alright.
Sorry, I threw myself back on mute to say goodnight to my son. Yeah, Jan will start cleaning off the statue.
Okay.
With,
Eventually, you discover, after wiping it away with the Mage Hand spell, that the subject of the statue is that of a gargoyle. And on the base of the statue is a phrase, and it's written in Common. And let's see, I'm putting it over by the statue so you can read it. So the statue's of a gargoyle, and the phrase says, "Earth remains strong, protecting all." And situated below that is a rune engraved in the base, and it's the rune of stone. It's a Stein rune.
Does it look like the pendant would go in
Yeah,
there?
same rune your pendant has on it.
Does it look like I'd lose the pendant if I put it in?
There's no real indentation or anything to match it to, and the rune's not even exactly the same size as the rune on your pendant.
Oh. Can I speak the giant word for stone? Can I just say Stein?
Does
and see if it
anyone?
happens?
Yeah, you can say Stein for sure. And nothing happens.
Okay, I'm back.
Can I spec? Okay, go ahead.
So, you guys have determined that the statue is a gargoyle. You see the writing on the base written in Common. You haven't done any further investigation of the statue than that.
does the mouth of the gargoyle look like the right size for, or the mouth, or like a socket? Keep cleaning it off and see if we can figure out if there's a place where it might go.
Okay, please make an intelligence investigation check. To do that, you click your token, and then you click on, for example, on Jan, it'd be I-12, the I-12 button on Jan.
Okay.
I will guide you in the investigation if you'll allow.
Okay.
Being a dwarf, would I know something about the way on how this statue was built or something?
Go ahead and click your intelligence for Morgran. Well, you do, Morgran. You know a lot about this statue. It's definitely a gargoyle.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it is articulatable, if that's a word. The arm of the statue can be moved.
Ooh.
You study the immediate area
Should we
around the
move it?
statue, and you don't discover what might happen if that lever is pulled, looking around the statue. You don't see any obvious signs of something else that could happen if you were to pull the arm down.
I'll stand to the side and pull that arm.
Sorry, what did you say, Kirk?
I'll stand to the side and pull that arm down,
All right.
away from the direction of the mouth in case
You hear a grinding noise of stone on stone. Nothing around you, though. You turn back, and it's coming from the table across the opening, or across the sinkhole. You look over the table, and you see, the plinth is covered in filthy silks and furs as if it was a crude imitation of a luxurious bed. The legs of the table are fused to the stone beneath it. The sound came from underneath all those furs and silks. Other than that, it looks unchanged from when you first pulled the lever, but you can't see what's below the silks.
We'll go move the silks.
Okay. You discern that the top is not actually a solid piece. There's very faint lines indicating that part of the top moves or might open, and indeed it already has moved or opened because you pulled that lever. Let's see here. There is an indentation that the indentation that opened is about the same size as the stone you carry, Calbrin.
All right, let's slot it in there.
All right, you slot it in there, and more grinding sound of stone on stone happens, and a stairway opens up, basically right below your feet, Calbrin. It goes down into the tower, circling around the central core of the tower, about 5 feet wide as it descends steeply down. All right. And the stone, you might be able to remove it when you come back out, but you probably want to leave it here for now.
Okay.
All right.
Note to self before Kurt kicks out.
So the stairs descend down. Anyone want to cast any spells or anything like that before they start heading down the stairs?
We should.
Mage
It's
armor.
dark down there. How are we going to deal with that?
I was gonna just say I can cast dancing lights and send them ahead of us as a couple torches.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Now, do we have another option, or are you going to keep concentration up on that if we get in combat?
It's not concentration, but I have. Oh, it is concentration. Yeah, we probably should come up with something. I'm gonna have to recast it every minute, anyways. But at least just to scout the area out.
Yeah, it's great for moving around and.
Yep.
All right. The 5 foot wide stairs wrap around the central shaft and end in a landing. At this landing, there's no doorway, but the wall immediately in front of you has an inscription. Move you to where you can read the inscription. I'll grab all your guys and kind of put them together too, along with your owl. Okay, the inscription says, "Be not faithless, magic and knowledge divine, not in power or sphere presented, but in names ascending." And I'm going to give you a handout here. And this will be in your journal now, so you can look at it in the future anytime you want. So there it is. There's symbols on tiles inserted in an area that allows them to be moved around. And then the inscription above the area with these tiles says, "Be not faithless, magic and knowledge divine, not in power or sphere presented, but in names ascending." You guys easily recognize at least 3 of those symbols. So let's see, from left to right. Well, the left one is one you don't recognize. Second to the leftmost one, the eyeball with the candle on top of it, is Denier. I should know better what these gods are of.
The third one's Ogma.
Yeah, the third. Ogma is the blank scroll, that's correct. And then the human hand, finger point upward, is Azuth. So, Azuth, Denier, and Ogma. Let me use my Google powers and find out what Azuth and Denier is. You know who Ogma is. He's the god of knowledge.
Azuth is the god of wizards, I think.
Okay. And then do you know who the god Denier is?
Scripture or something like that.
Denier, often called the scribe of Agma, was the neutral good lesser deity of art, cartography, glyphs, images, knowledge, literature, and scholars. All right, so you know those three. Now the other one, you can each make a knowledge, or intelligence religion check. So click your token, and then click
Boom.
Smokey the Bear. Smokey, you have seen this symbol before. In fact, you can almost see it from your house. It's Mistra. The 7-point star is an olden symbol for Mistra, the goddess of magic, or the weave.
Before she became not, right?
Right.
So is anybody thinking there's any reason not to put them in alphabetical order?
Well, so far we've been given 2 phrases. The one outside was "Earth remains strong, protecting." Is it air or all? Air, all.
I think we should put the symbol according to each line of the phrase. So magic and knowledge
good
defined.
catch.
Mistra would be number 2.
Yeah, but Agma starts with an O.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm confused.
So the tiles are inserted in an area that allows them to be moved around. Is it is it a square? Is it a line? Tom, how is?
So it's like one of those puzzle pieces where you can move the puzzle pieces around. So these are tiles. They can be slid, and you can place them in any order you want, from left to right.
Oh, okay. So
You
they
don't
have
need
to
to-
be in a line.
Yeah,
though.
you don't need to know any more detail than that.
Okay.
Azuth is the wizard, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
So Mistra's second. The wizard is third. Faithless wouldn't want a paladin or.
Be not faithless.
So the fourth one first, the first one second, the second one third, and the third one fourth.
Wait, why?
What?
It sounded good.
I think you're thinking that the M, the magic, the knowledge, the faithless, those are the clues. What's the fourth clue that you are seeing?
No. I'm saying I'm putting deity corresponding to each phrase, not the magic and knowledge divine is Mistra.
Not really. Mistra isn't.
She and the
knowledge.
goddess of magic.
No, she's the goddess of the weave, which is.
She's the
what
goddess of
powers
magic, but
not knowledge.
that's all.
Knowledge is is Ogden,
Oh, okay.
and she's
I
been
think-
long dead. I mean, she's ancient.
I
Okay,
think
so she would be
the
third
plain,
then, right?
the plain alphabetical order looks the most obvious in this. In fact,
This is what I'm
Explain
wondering. Is there a reason that we don't try that first?
Like just ADMO.
Mm.
I mean, could the letters be an anagram?
If you want to call a vote for your idea, you can do it anytime. Just say, hey, let's see if you guys want to do my idea. Call your idea out, then move people up if they agree to try it. Move your token up if you vote to, try that idea. Give you guys a help on deciding.
See, I think we're trying to get too complex. I think we should just put it the character which most represents that line.
So
The candle with the eye. That was
yeah,
Ginger?
I'm following you on that, and I'm just trying to, but I'm not following where you're mapping each one out. But if you've got a strong idea, that's an
Oh,
interesting.
it's never strong. I just sound strong.
So who
Okay,
is
so-
the
Maybe
So
let's try
the
both.
eye in the candle is the wizard god, right?
That's the one I don't think we know enough about.
The candle is Denier. That's the scribe of Ogma.
Okay, so
Scribe.
the scribe would go last in names ascending, don't you think?
Well, he would come under, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
And power or sphere presented would be Mistra. And then magic and knowledge would be Asma
No, that'd be Ogma, I think.
or Ogmo. I don't fucking know the names.
And then,
But you know where I'm going with
Azuth? And what's the finger guy? I don't know anything
That's
about him.
the god of writing.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
So you want to try this? How about if you vote for alphabetical order, go up. If you vote for whatever order Kirk ever figures out, go down.
I'm willing to try
Smoke
it.
it
I mean,
for
I think the alphabetical order is a little too obvious.
All right, Kirk, type in the order you want.
Can
You got the names right
I-
there. There's the names right there. Is Azuth, Denier, Mistra, and Agma.
And Azuth is the finger.
Azuth is yes.
yes.
Yes. Denier is the candle. Mistra is the star. Agma is the scroll.
And Azuth is the scribe, right?
Azuth is the wizard.
Azuth is the wizard.
Denier is the scribe.
Denier is the scribe.
Okay, Azuth goes third. The scribe goes fourth. Mistra goes second, and the other one goes first.
All right. You hear a crash and a rumble as something big is tumbling down the stairs behind you. It rolls around the corner and smashes into your party and into the wall. And each character can make a DC 11 dexterity saving throw to avoid taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage. If you make the save, you take 2 bludgeoning damage. DC 11 dex save. So to do that...
See, I think I was right, guys. That's what we wanted.
I don't think that's what we wanted.
You guys all got it. Good. Okay, so Reardon, you take 5. Morgran, you take 2. Smokey, you take 5. Calvin, you take 5. Jan, you take 2.
Well,
Okay.
All right, let's try the alphabetical.
let's try the other one.
Last time we listened to the jacked up druid about
All right.
the magic.
Move up if you want to try alphabetical.
Okay, let's
Let's make sure you got a
good
majority.
question.
plan.
All right. It opens. The door swings open.
Yeah, we definitely overthought that one.
All right. This is what you see. I'll draw it over here.
I think the clue was but in names ascending. I think we just overthought it.
Well, it was blatantly obvious, but then again,
Yeah, I thought it was too obvious. That's exactly
yeah,
what.
that's why I wasn't insistent, but
All right. So you guys were basically at the base of the stairs right here, and a door appears and swings open to the west. The room beyond, immediately facing the entrance, a prismatic-hued will-o-wisp hovers over a short pillar. Atop the pillar rests an offering bowl, and behind it a fresco depicting a blue 7-pointed star. The walls are covered in murals depicting a woman performing feats of magical prowess. The pillar is that little circle with the star in it. The will-o-wisp, that's prismatic-hued, hovers above the pillar. Atop the pillar is an offering bowl. Behind it, a fresco depicting a blue 7-pointed star. There's 2 archways out of here.
Scout the archways.
And maybe check the statue.
Calvin, you gonna go look at the south archway? Okay, so you can see from the south archway.
I'll check the north.
Okay.
5 fire giants. Oh wait, wrong game.
All right, looking through the south archway, you see a room. You see a fresco depicting a human hand, index finger pointed up. A statue of a bearded old human male stands, holding a topazed capped staff, lovingly in both hands. The statue is about 6 feet tall, depicting Azuth, and the staff is 1.5 times its height, topped by that large topaz. That's what you see looking south. Morgran, looking north, you see a mystical room, large mystical room, with scintillating walls within it too. I'll draw that for you. Okay. This hall is bathed in dancing and cascading rainbow of light. Wide arches indicate, and these wide arches I'm telling you about are on like the outside walls, and they indicate that this room might have once been an open balcony to the elements outside, but since the tower sank down into the earth, now those archways are just filled with mud and earth. Inside the room itself, anchored by pillars in the center of the room, are walls of scintillating light. You also see altars.
So it's like a strip joint.
A little bit. You see 2 altars. The one closest to you, it's made of jasper, and it has an offering bowl resembling a polished geode. Engraved around the lip of the geode, you see the words, Grumbar's oath unchanging and true. Earth remains strong, protecting all. And then the other altar to the west, it resembles a wave crashing, made from quartz crystal with varying shades of green and blue with flecks of white resembling crashing surf. A deep valley between the waves serves as the altar's offering bowl. Engraved on the floor in front of the altar, Istitia's triumph to confirm. Water rushes out to cover all. And you can't see what's further east in the room because of these walls of color.
Okay.
All right, back to the room you're in. You got the pillar with the will-o-wisp floating above it, and a bowl on top of the pillar.
Anything in the bowl?
Let's see. Yes. When you get to where you can see down at the bottom of the bowl, there's a rainbow-hued tourmaline sitting there in the center of the bowl.
Okay, so we need to put that tourmaline in Grumbar's oath to get protection. That's my.
No, let's explore the other rooms. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying we need to do it now, but that's my theory. We got to check that room there.
So
Okay.
we've got the rainbow hued tourmaline from Mistra.
Right, you got the topaz on the staff of Azuth. The next room is... The walls of this shrine are covered in all types of scripts and glyphs, some from languages long dead. The statue is that of a balding man covered in voluminous robes, covered in glyphs, standing beside a desk bearing a quill and a beautiful ink pot. His arms cradle several scrolls. The shrine is obviously dedicated to Denna here, Ogma's scribe. Let's see, everyone make a intelligence arcana check, please. Smokey the Bear on top of it again. You recognize that some of the glyphs on the wall are giant runes. Anyone proficient in giant?
I am.
Yes. Oh, Morgan, yes.
I'm looking to see if the runes actually say something.
Yes.
It would seem odd that they would ask that and they don't say something.
Would it though? I mean, would it surprise me?
It could have been lost in editing. Yeah, there's nothing special about the giant runes.
But we can read them, and that's important.
Yes. Yep. All right. You want to look at the next room, or you want to do something with the ones you're in?
Did it seem like there's some kind of removable object here?
Let's see here.
Like
The
topaz
statue
or
is a balding man in voluminous robes covered in glyphs, standing beside a desk bearing a quill and a beautiful ink pot. His arms cradle several scrolls. So
What does the ink pot look like? Anything?
the ink pot is made from a single piece of jet.
Alright, so we've got
And-
a rainbow tourmaline, a topaz, and jet. Let's keep going. I reckon we're gonna have to pick these up and put them in the bowls.
And I suggest we do them in order like we did outside.
Yeah,
A,
unless
D, M, O.
All right,
unless
the
we
next
see
room.
something else that suggests a different order.
Let's give her a tug.
The next room. The next room. The walls of this room show various ways of preserving knowledge, including carving stone tablets, preparing paper, and the binding of books. Also shown are people of various races and genders creating knowledge by experimentation or spreading knowledge. The statue here is actually a desk with a blank open tome. There's an inkstand with a quill beside it, and a large diamond paperweight. What's our... Let me double check something here. What would you guys like to do? Oh, Smokey the Bear, you noticed something. The floor here has veins of copper running throughout it. It was hard to see because it's pretty badly dust covered. I should describe this area to you. There's globes of spun glass set into the ceilings throughout that glow with bright magical light. The stone floors, they bear a thick layer of dust, and there's been no tracks in the dust at all. The air is chilly here. Surprisingly, however, it's not very damp. It's actually stale and dry. Also, there's no noticeable insects or spiders around, not even any cobwebs. Everything, almost everything that can be made out of stone is made out of stone. The desks are stone desks, the chairs are stone chairs, etc. Alright, so you're standing in the shrine to Agma. What do you want to do from there? There's a doorway in the north wall.
All right. So in Mistra's spot, there was that the tourmaline or was that in Azut's?
It was a rainbow
Tourmaline and Mistra. Yeah, Azuth was the topaz.
which is like yellow, right?
Mm-hmm. And Denier was
The jet.
Jet,
jet.
which is
Yeah.
black. And then diamond, which could be white. I mean, or clear.
Mm-hmm.
Is this doorway open, Tom?
No, it is shut. And not only is it shut, you looks like there might be a lock in the door.
Oh,
Tom, is this the end of the room up in the north?
No, it keeps going, but you can't see past about that far because of those glowing light walls.
so check it out. I mean, do we want to try to collect these gems? The tourmaline, the topaz, yeah.
Yeah. Just because we've already seen one trap moving out of the room and nudging it with the mage hand first to make sure that it doesn't set something off is probably prudent.
Yeah, let's grab it with the mage hand or the owl. I mean,
Is there any pattern in the copper?
Shane, I don't need any help killing familiars. I can do that all by myself.
Yeah.
Is there any pattern in the copper inlay?
No.
can we investigate the inlay? Maybe someone investigate.
Let's see here. There's nothing special about it.
Oh, nothing special.
Not a map or anything like that. Just random veins of copper running randomly throughout.
Makes me think of lightning.
It's just odd that there's no like spiders or anything. That's
What are these tables?
Yes, those are
Yeah.
altars up there.
I think they're
Okay.
altars.
there was the jasper one that had a polished geode bowl, and there's the wave crashing one that was like green with white flecks.
That is correct.
Okay, so and the earth was just red?
The earth was just red. You mean the altar right by the doorway?
Yes.
Altar right by the doorway. Okay, the one right by the doorway is made of jasper, and it has an offering bowl resembling a polished geode. And engraved around the lip is the words that are there on the map. Can you guys see those words on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can,
Good.
yeah.
Okay.
Did
The
geode seem.
The altar furthest away resembles a wave crashing and made from quartz crystal with varying shades of green and blue and white resembling crashing surf. A deep valley between the waves serves as the altar's offering bowl, and it has that engraving on the floor in front of it. Back to Mistra. She's got the tourmaline, then the topaz, then Denny here has... What does Denny here have? The jet, I think.
Jet.
The
And
jet,
then
yeah.
a diamond.
Is jet just black like
Just
obsidian?
black, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a diamond in Agma.
So assuming we put one or two of these things in each bowl, the geode, I don't know.
Well, the geode.
I'm trying to figure out what they, like, just based on the colors.
And the color of the jade was red. Is the geode multicolored, Tom, or is the geode a specific color?
It's crystal color.
Oh,
So it's
like-
brown on the inside, brown on the outside with crystals on the inside.
That could be diamond, and crystals could.
It's crystal.
Diamond.
It's definitely not diamond, but it's crystal.
Yeah.
Well, earth and diamond kind of match in my head just because of the fact that diamond's that strongest stone kind of deal.
Yeah, it seems like jet and diamond would go in that one, and
Yeah.
the tourmaline and the topaz would go in the water one.
Well, let's see if there are other altars in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if there's more than? I mean, he is.
Right.
You said he was known for his strength in water and earth. Was his things, right?
That's right.
Morgan, hold up and let's send the owl through there and see what he sees.
Did we mage hand those gems out, guys? I didn't. If we did,
Nope,
I missed
you
it.
did
We tested to make sure that they weren't trapped using Mage Hand.
No, you did
Well,
not.
let's mage hand them.
No,
Well,
no,
we
you
were
guys have
talking
not.
about it.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
One thing I'll do for you guys: you don't do anything until you tell me I do this or my character does this. So when you're just saying we should do this, we should do that, I ignore all that.
fair enough.
Well-
Then I will go back.
I don't want to get you guys in trouble.
Jan will go back to this area here.
Okay.
And Mage Hand the diamond.
Okay, actually, something will happen as you
Okay.
guys were all leaving that room the first time. So you're all walking out towards the other room, wherever. It doesn't really matter what order you're in. But as the last one of you leaves the room for the first time, something occurs.
Smokey dies.
Smokey the Bear
All the
dies.
rooms shuffle.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would actually be really cool. I have to write something like that.
All right. You hear a soft plop as you leave the room. You turn, you look, and you see a scroll on the ground at the base of the statue of Denahir. Remember, that statue is that of a balding man covered in voluminous robes, covered in glyphs, standing beside a desk, bearing a quill and a beautiful inkpot. In his arms cradle several scrolls. His arms are cradling the same scrolls as before. Whatever fell on the floor did not come from what was in his arms. But lying there on the floor in front of him is a scroll.
I go pick it up.
All right, no problem. Would you like to read it?
Yes, please.
You read it? Okay. It is a spell scroll of tongues.
Oh, hello. But tongues is weird because it just lets you, it doesn't let you read. I don't think.
No, but I do have comprehend languages as ritual, so if we do need it.
So you go in there, you get the scroll, you look at it, you
Yep.
see its tongues. What would you guys like to do now?
As-
Follow
We're
through.
going to
with
do the
whatever-
mage hand first.
Yeah, I was gonna say follow through and mage hand the diamond. Make sure it doesn't set off any traps.
Okay, so you go to there, you go to the Mage Hand the Diamond, blah, blah, blah. Hold on just a second.
So yeah, tongues lets you understand any language that's spoken, and then anytime you speak, anyone can understand you.
Yep.
Maybe we should check the other scrolls that he has. I'm a little concerned that one would
actually-
just fall down randomly.
Yeah, I actually I had been envisioning that they weren't actual real scrolls.
Yeah, I thought they were statue of scrolls.
Yeah, I did too. The other thing that we should ask about is, are these dots like little rocks? Like,
that tends to be their art style.
Yeah, those dots are
Yeah.
those are just rubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume so, but
Never.
Okay, so you're gonna from there Mage Hand and try and get the diamond paperweight off the table. Let's say I'll read you
Yep.
what's in that room again, just so you know. The walls show various ways of preserving knowledge. The statue here is not of a man, but of a desk with a blank open tome. There's an inkstand with a quill beside it and a large diamond paperweight. You grab the paperweight.
Should we have done it in order like the to get in here? ADMO.
All right.
Might have been a good idea.
When you lift
but-
when you lift the diamond up off the desk and start pulling it towards you, all of a sudden there's a flash of lightning and electricity that goes all around the ground. Doesn't affect you at all though, and then the smell of ozone just lingers in the air as the lightning disperses.
So I look back over my shoulder. Yes, they're trapped.
But you can bring that diamond to you, no problem.
Okay.
Do the other one in A first, then D, and then
Yeah, so let's see, it was a topaz.
the second here, this is a right
Tourmaline,
Yeah.
topaz, jet.
Yeah, it was. Let's move out. If you guys want to clear that room,
yeah.
I'll try
Why
to
don't
do
you
it
be in
from
the-
around the corner. I'll have the owl.
Come
back.
into the room with us. Come into the room with us.
Well, I was thinking that if I put the owl here, I look through his eyes. I can sort of do it with the shelter of the wall.
But if you get cut off from us,
That's a good point. Let's not overthink it. All right.
It's my protective nature.
Fair enough. All right. Same thing.
Mage Hand, the Jet Ink.
No,
Pot?
no.
Sorry.
This one.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Topaz.
The
Yep.
topaz, the end of his staff. Okay. The 6-foot-tall statue of Azuth. The staff is 1.5 times its height, topped by a large topaz. It is set into the staff, so it might weigh more than. Click on Mage Hand for me. Let me see what the weight limit is.
It's 10 pounds. Or, sorry, 20. Wait a minute. Sorry, I've been bouncing back and forth between two editions.
There you go.
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
10 pounds. Very good. All right. When the Mage Hand touches the topaz, lightning plays up and down the staff, but you're able to pull the topaz off and pull it to you.
Okay.
So you got that out. Next.
All right. Actually, remember this in case we run into something different. Ogma and Azuth for lightning, because those might have to do. No, he doesn't have. He's not dealing with air. I was thinking it was air. That tends to be the typical attack pattern with air elementals.
No,
But
but
that
he was
wasn't-
strong in earth and air. So
Yeah, that
well, it
wasn't
was earth and air.
air was not his shtick. So,
But he did do them.
He did. You are correct. He did. All right. So, but the altars up top weren't.
So far, yeah. It's just
weren't
water in there.
that. So, all right. Why don't we back down?
Do this room. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that one had the jet. You do the same thing when you're out of the room.
Yep.
You pick it up. Triggers the trap. Poison gas issues out of the desk. There's a hole underneath the ink pot. And billows out, fills up about a 10-foot diameter area around that statue. So you're safe and out of it, and you pull the jet to you, and you have it in your hands. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's all go into the southwest room and do it from the west room.
Yep. Okay.
All right, and then Mistra's room. Ba-ba-ba.
Might want to get your out at fast.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Tom's just looking, itching.
Just
He was so gracious to let me have it back.
hair trigger. Yep. Okay. The gem does not move. It appears to be glued to the bottom of the bowl. The bowl appears to be glued or be part of the pillar. And whatever's gluing that gem to that bowl takes more than 10 pounds of force to break loose, it appears.
So there's also the wisp.
And there is a
Guys, there's a
prismatic
wisp floating
hued will-o-wisp hovering right above it.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I have an urge to send dancing lights into it to see what happens, but that might be reckless. All right, so let's head up to the bowl and actually inspect it. See if we can figure out if there is a trap. Is it something that we can disable? And does it actually look like it is glued in, or is it just heavier than the others?
Okay, yeah, a close examination of it tells you that the bowl is actually part of the pillar and that there is some sort of glue between the bowl and the gem. Make a knowledge arcana check, or an intelligence arcana check.
I'll guide that if I can.
Oy.
Guess I'll guide myself.
With a 16, which is the highest you could get, Calbrin, you do not know what this glue is.
What color is the tourmaline? I guess I had assumed it was prismatic, but
Rainbow.
The rainbow, he
It's a
said.
rainbow tourmaline.
oh, it is rainbow. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Nobody has any acid or anything.
I mean, we could just try water, right? I mean, we could just mage hand some water and see what happens.
I have a flask of acid, by the way.
That's a good idea to try the water first. Just on the off chance that we damage that the acid's not necessary and we damage the.
Why are you walking
tourmaline.
around with acid? I'm not sleeping next to you.
So we put some water in the bowl.
You put water in the bowl, Kirk?
I think he
I
was
thought-
looking for me to do it using.
yeah,
the,
mage hand. Yeah.
Is that, what,
Bring the
Scared
water
now.
skin over and dump some in.
is that what you do?
Yes.
All right. It has no effect.
Okay. Do you want to try the acid, or do we want to try something a little less?
Permanent. We could try a healing potion.
We can thunder wave it. Just kidding.
No. Ice knife.
Try the acid next.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it couldn't.
I think that's the wrong answer because they wouldn't expect somebody to have acid.
I've got some wake up sauce. I don't know what it does.
Have the mage hand try touching the wisp.
Yeah, let's investigate the wisp before we.
Yeah.
I'll
That's an
investigate the
interesting.
wisp.
I was going to
All
say
right,
that's an
you-
interesting. Okay.
Calbrin, you go up there and you investigate that wisp closely, and you don't see anything but light playing in the air there. There's no material form there at all, and you don't know if you're not experienced enough to know what a will-o-wisp really looks like in person, and you don't know if it might be a will-o-wisp or just look like one from a distance.
I'm gonna try to communicate with it with my Ghostwise halfling nonsense.
What do you say?
I'm just looking for the button.
It'll be under your
we could-
features. Hit features.
We could use the scroll of tongues.
Features.
Let me just see if I can.
Silent speech. Speak telepathically to any creature in 30 feet. Must share language one at a time.
I'll just try common and I'll just greet it. Just say, "Hello, are you real? Are you there?"
No reply.
I'm going to try to push it with the mage hand.
Okay. The mage hand goes right through it.
Okay, worth a try. I wanted to make sure it wasn't something that we could move onto the bowl. So,
Oh yeah, like just put it in the bowl itself.
yeah.
Here, I'll go try touching it.
Okay. You touch it. What do you touch exactly?
The wisp.
Oh, nothing happens.
Okay.
Your hand goes
I
right
touch,
through, like the mage hand did.
I touch the tourmaline stone.
Nothing happens.
How strong are you?
Not strong enough.
Well, screw it. Let's just try the acid. Like, I mean, what other? I mean,
Or try the scroll of tongues on it.
it's
Does
not.
he
I don't
wanted to
think
know-
it's alive.
He wanted
it's
to know
just
what
like-
you said to it.
Like our hand passes through it. And then, can we do like a? Can I do like a survival check or whatever to see if it appears?
Do we have a sense of whether that's? I mean, is it just an arcana effect?
There's nothing material there. Your hands pass through it. It's basically prismatic hued wisps of light.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to waste the.
Here,
the
time
scroll.
out from that. Send the owl up through this chamber up here to see what we see back there.
All right.
All right. The rest of that chamber looks like the following. There's two more altars in the back. The one to the north. The altar to the north. Let's see. This altar is a 4-foot-high flame made of crystals of varying shades of red and yellow. A brazier before the altar serves as the altar's offering bowl. Engraved are the words, Kosuth's renewing purification performed, fire erupts, dancing death for all. And then the one in the far wall, it's shaped like a 4-foot-high tornado. The eye of the funnel cloud serves as the offering bowl. Streaks of lightning that are carved into the stone clouds are engraved with the words, Acades' healing kiss once more to feel. Air bursts free in no one's thrall. The walls, I guess I could describe the walls. So You've been here long enough that you've seen them change. They seem to randomly change to different colors. Sometimes a wall, and the walls are always 4 different walls, but their location changes. So sometimes one of them is shades of red and orange, ebb and flow when this wall is active, and it emits heat. Another wall has shades of blue and deep greens. Another wall has browns and grays with an occasional flash of green and yellow. And the last wall is gray, white, and blue, and smells of incense and ozone, and occasionally flashes silver with lightning. So, fire, water, earth, and air, obviously. And again, they randomly, are in one of those locations at any given time.
Is the southern door closed as well?
Yeah, that door in the south is also closed and locked, just like the door in the far statue room.
Guys, we just need to take some risks and try to figure this out. Obviously, we're not smart enough to figure the puzzle out. Let's.
I'm gonna.
Let's
You know what?
I'll
just. It's not gonna. Mage hand ain't gonna work. Let's just try to.
No. I meant mage hand a stone onto one of these tables.
Like, we clearly need all 4 of these gems to do anything with the 4 altars. So, the first problem we need to solve is getting this tourmaline out.
So does this bowl the tourmaline is in look like the offering bowl?
Negative. Nope. The offering bowls, one is a geode, one is a space between 2 crashing waves, one is the top of a funnel cloud, and one is a brazier.
Are you going to try to pry it?
Like, protection from poison? And I'll just go, because we've had 2 lightning rooms. So I'm going to guess this is a poison room. If someone had something for poison, I'll just go bear form and rip it out. Or something. Just attack. I don't know.
You
Does
can do
look
it?
like we can break it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just. It's not heavy stone. You could break it. Okay, bear form it is. Put you guys all where you want to be when Calbrin rips into that thing. So move your tokens where you want to be standing. Morgran, you happy there? Is the owl happy where he's at? Well, you might want to move your owl somewhere safe. Or no, if you would prefer not. All right. Let's see here. You have to rip it out physically, and your brown bear is plenty strong enough to do that. But that does trigger a trap. Hold on just a second. When you break the bowl, poison gas jets from the pillar beneath the bowl. Any creature within 5 feet of the bowl must immediately make a DC 13 con saving throw. Go make your DC 13 con saving throw.
Let me just check the bear, see if I need to use inspiration.
6, 8.
No, I'm good. His is a 16, and mine's a 14, so it'll just be plus 1.
One higher than you roll, yeah. All right, 11 on your con save is not enough, so you take the full 8 points of poison damage. And gas continues to stream out of the bowl, so you can back away immediately if you like. And actually, let me move you back.
Is it going to continue expanding in that room?
Maybe, maybe not. Everyone roll initiative. Click on your token, and then click on the IN plus something button on the top left. That'll get your initiative into the initiative tracker.
That's not a good initiative.
If it doesn't appear there the first time, let me know. It did. All worked probably be good. Okay, first go, Morgran. So you see the bear coughing and sputtering. He's got the tourmaline in his mouth. The poison gas is in a 5-foot area around the pillar. Go ahead and take your action. That's you, Margim. You might be muted.
Hey, Tom, did we see anything other than that?
Nope, that was all you saw. The offering bowl broke, or the bowl broke, and poison gases jetting out of the pillar. Be quick, he's only got 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You can
I'll just stay here where I'm at and
okay.
just dodge. And just
we are in your turn.
Yeah.
Dashing forward into the rainbow. Into the room with the rainbow walls. And that's all.
All right, and then Jan. And Jan, we'll have your familiar always go right after you go, okay?
Fair enough.
So
All
take
right,
your action and always take his.
Yep. So let's see. I've got the mage hand going. I'm going to grab. What do I have on me that I can throw at this? Just rip off a piece of a leather sack and have it try to jam it into the hole that the gas is spewing out of. There was water around, so hopefully the cloth, or actually, yeah, use a cloth, because it will hopefully soak up the water and keep the gas from passing.
Clog it.
Yeah. So.
You there, Tom?
Yep, just a second. Mage hand, okay. So as an action, you can manipulate an object. So you grab, still retrieve from an open container, pour out of a fan 30 feet. Each time you use it, you are within 30 feet. So you do all that, and you're done.
Okay.
After Jan is Calbrin. And you can also take your move, too, if you want to move anywhere. And then have your owl move somewhere if you want. Calbrin, at the start of your turn, you have to make another Constitution saving throw with advantage this time, thanks to the actions of Jan.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Jan.
You take 4 more
Rolling
poison damage at the start of your turn. Now what do you want to do?
I'm going to GTFO.
Okay. You guys are out of danger. The gas does not keep expanding. All right.
Ooh, that's good.
So you have every gem now, I think. Yeah, you have
Well,
every gem in your possession.
now, my thoughts on this, guys. The topaz would go into fire. The diamond would go into air. The jet would go into earth, and the tourmaline into the water.
Why?
This sounded good.
I actually like the tourmaline in the water too. The fluid colors of it feel like fluid of water.
The rainbow color tourmaline.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, granted,
the,
we're probably overthinking it again, but you know.
actually, the topaz in the
really
fire,
lines up very well.
the tourmaline into the water, the diamond into earth, and the jet into air.
Or would
Why would you put the jet into air? I can understand that the diamond's clear, so I would actually reverse those two.
Yeah.
I'd say diamond is probably air.
All right, let me write this down. Let me write this down to see if we want to change it.
May I suggest that we start with the earth? Maybe, I don't know. Since they're all like stones, maybe, or gems, we should try it with the earth one first.
Yeah, and it says earth remains strong, protecting all. Yes.
That feels right.
Yeah.
So,
And you're thinking you're thinking earth first?
yes.
So what's the situation with the gas? Did it dissipate?
Yeah, after about 20-30 seconds, it basically died away.
So we're placing the jet
Into earth.
into Earth. Okay. And there's like a space or a depression there, like where we can put
Earth.
something.
The altar is made of jasper, and there's an offering bowl resembling a polished geode.
Oh, an offering bowl. Okay.
Yeah. I'm waiting for someone to say I do it, or my character
I
does
will
it.
put the jet into the earth bowl.
All right, Jan?
Yep.
All right, Jan. You feel a sense of power, and you gain...
Wow.
4 permanent strength. Good
No,
job.
you gain resist. You gain resist 5 bludgeoning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You feel a power wash over yourself as that happens.
All right. So
But
might
like
I
forever?
suggest that other people?
No, Josh, not
Yeah,
forever.
I'll
Or,
go,
no, it's
Yeah.
not forever.
I'll go put the tourmaline in the water.
Tourmaline
from this
in
direction,
the
not in between that
water.
wall.
Did the rainbow walls change at all?
No, they stay. They just keep alternating randomly.
Okay.
And did the jet just disappear?
No, it's still sitting there.
Hmm.
Let's see. Okay. This is Calbrin. Calbrin in the water. Tourmaline. You gain resist. 3 bludgeoning. Resist 3 bludgeoning.
Well, I'll put the
And
diamond
Go ahead.
into air.
You gain resist 3 lightning. Everyone write this down on your notes somewhere. It'll last for the rest of the adventure.
So anytime I take bludgeoning, I reduce it by 3 and then take it.
Correct.
Okay, and I'll try the last one with the topaz.
The topaz fire with the topaz. You gain resist 3 fire.
Hmm.
And does something happen when all the 4 gems are placed?
No, nothing happens.
Ooh. Well, I feel left out.
You can take one
Wait,
out and put it in. It might work for you.
If you guys
I know,
try that,
no,
what you find out is that when you take it out, the person who got it loses it.
Oh,
So
Okay.
basically,
what
only one person can
if
have
I
it at a
did
time.
If these are like gods, I don't know. I'll take, maybe they would accept coin. Let me put 3 gold pieces in. Let's see what happens.
3 gold pieces where?
In the altar, right below me, the earth one.
The earth one. Okay, you gain resist 5 bludgeoning.
Ooh, okay, 5 blood.
Yeah.
So they accept coins. Okay, so maybe
Whoa,
they
whoa, whoa,
accept.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah, maybe they accept anything that's precious.
Everybody keep their same resistances, but let's do this. We'll take the stones out and put them in order of the Admo, like at the beginning.
Okay. Nothing happens.
So I don't know if the coins work. I'm gonna leave the tourmaline in, and I'll pour water into the water one.
Did you already have water? Pouring
I
water
already had
into
water.
the
Yeah, I'm just seeing.
pouring water into the water one gives you resistance of 5.
Oh.
Ah.
Ooh.
So I'll take the gem out and leave. What the hell?
Yeah. That's fine.
So it's like an element thing, not just precious stones and stuff.
Okay, so I'll put some of the debris in the earth bowl.
Rocks and gems and coins work there, so you gain resist 5 bludgeoning.
Sweet.
Someone try
5
fire and
blood-
fire to get 5 to fire.
Firebolt. Does anybody have firebolt or something like that?
Firebolt won't work. You need something permanent.
Just light a torch
Spare
and drop
torch.
it in there.
I'll take a torch and light it and put it in the Kozerth one.
It doesn't seem to be enough to do anything for you.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
let's
Could we
inspect
blow
these
into the air
doors closer.
All right, the doors. The doors are locked.
Figures.
Yes. And they're made out of stone and they're locked. Let's see, you can make a... Just a second.
We don't have any thieves, right? I'll just bash it down. I like
Maybe I should investigate it first.
Yeah, we'll investigate.
Yeah.
All right.
Morgan will. Oh,
We are terrible puzzle solvers.
We spent all the time on those gems and we didn't need them. Like, what? Shit.
Okay.
Well, we might have. We just don't know because we still haven't got these. Looks like it's 2
Always have an
separate
open-
puzzles. One opens the south door and the other opens the north.
All right, so the door. What are you doing at the door?
Morgan will inspect the door.
Okay, make a
For
wisdom perception check. Smokey, you spot a trap. Let's see here.
Egads.
A poison needle trap in the lock.
Do we think we could avoid that by just bashing the door down? Is that even possible as a stone door? Does anyone have these tools?
Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna send the owl around to the south side just to make sure that that door didn't open.
Okay.
I've seen stranger things.
Okay. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're telling the owl to do.
Go down and check the door to see if it's open.
Okay. And then the owl flies down there.
Yep, and I will watch through its eyes.
That's what I was looking for. All right. You get back to... Move the owl to as close as you want the owl to get to the door.
Okay.
All right. It is shut. Nothing
Okay.
else happens.
Fair enough.
So I think I'll try and bash it open.
All right. It is a DC 17 strength athletics check to bash it open.
Can we assist him in any way?
Yes, you can have you have advantage on your check.
And
Oh,
could
so
someone
it's
give
like-
guidance?
If I take damage, it doesn't matter. I can't guidance.
Yeah, I'm
this
just
guy.
doing this because of the poison, and we are
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of resistant to it.
I don't have guidance
Well,
anymore.
I'll assist you, but I can't guide you because I can't cast spells.
Okay.
Go ahead. All right. Boom. You
Oh,
bash it
you
open.
need
No
no
problem.
guidance.
No problem. That's what you see inside there. Dun, dun, dun.
And
That's
the
how we puzzle
trap.
solve.
That's right. Let's see here. The walls of this room are paneled in wood. There are large piles of rocks in the room, as well as a statue here. A gargoyle statue, kind of similar to the one that was up above. The center of the room has a layer of fine gravel. The eyes of the statue opens, and a sound like grinding rocks comes forth from the open mouth. And it
Whoa.
says something in Terran. Does anyone speak Terran?
Nope.
It's a part of Primordial, isn't it? But I don't have it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you speak Primordial, you're in good shape too.
So the tongues. Use the tongue scroll, somebody.
Do you want me to do it, or do you want? Does one of you want to?
I can't.
Is it
Uh,
is it on your spell list?
Is it on Sorcerer's spell list? I don't remember because I changed class.
It is. It is on
It
Sorcerer.
is. So I will cast the spell.
Okay, you have to make a DC 13 Charisma check to get it off successfully. You got it.
Hello.
Problem.
All right. So it's just garble, 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 and all of a sudden, let's see.
Napawisan niyo pa ako.
What if?
And what are you doing here? It says. And what are you doing here? There's something before that, but that's all you heard.
Right. Well, what are we doing here? We are.
Here's to try being honest. See what he says. We're here to get those spell books.
Yeah, we're here to explore the legacy of the mage that lived here.
His arrogance, the mage, bound us here to protect his tower. We have not seen him in a long time.
Ask him how we can free him.
His lore is required to assist people. How do we free him?
No, free the gargoyles.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, you never know. How do we free you?
You must take his treasure, and then our binding will end. The next level down includes his treasury and his workrooms. But be careful of the librarian. He's not living like you, but walks nevertheless.
Oh, good.
Well, maybe we ask him if we can pass so we can free them.
Yes,
Yeah, can we?
you may pass.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Could they maybe show us the way down?
And could you please ask him about the deal with the altars? Does he know anything about it?
Are you familiar with the altars?
I am not familiar with their workings, no. You were asking about a secret door, and actually, right behind that gargoyle, you can see there's a secret door in the wall. And the gargoyle, I guess I should put him on the map so you can see him. He's right there.
You know what we didn't? We should check to see if those other scrolls are real before we take off.
Head back down to the.
We can do it when we come back up, right?
We'll never know. They might
What if
be
we meet them
useful.
when they get down there?
Well, Jan, if you want to go see if you can mage hand them out.
Ritterand, would you move one to the south for me so I can write down what's written on that altar?
Where I drew that red box is where the secret door is.
Yeah, Jan will go down and check that out to make sure that there isn't anything that we can't get off any more scrolls. I had assumed they were all stone, but it wouldn't hurt to check.
So Jan's going to go back to the center bottom room, and you look and you see indeed the scrolls are made out of stone.
Okay. If we didn't look,
Let's inspect the secret door.
Make a wisdom perception check. Sorry, I should have waited until you said I inspect the secret door. Okay, none of you find anything abnormal about the door. You find out how to open it easily enough. And beyond it is a stairway leading down deeper into the tower.
I like to move it. Do it.
All right. Hey, Adam, can you put it on mute when you're eating?
oh, sorry, I thought I was.
No problem. The next level down. If you just scroll down, you'll get to the next level down on your map. Okay. So you should be looking right about over here. The spiral stairs come down to a room here. Continuing down the stairs, you arrive at a large landing. There's an opening onto this level, and a solid-looking door covered in a green mold that, from what you have seen so far in this tower, is likely to lead further downward. The opening to the north leads to an area with a few chairs. There's rusted metal shelves that look like they could crumble at the slightest touch. There's piles of debris here and there. There's a few irregular stone tablets on the floor, and the tablets, at one time, made up a large stone plaque. It's easy enough to put it back together and see what it said. And if you look to the left of that room, I wrote out what the stone plaque says. Once you put the three pieces together, it says, balance sought one element against the other. There's a typo there. Binding forces together, enemies in opposition, strength and danger, allies in harmony, wisdom and peace. So you should see that.
So obviously that's earth and air and water and fire.
And then you see at the far end a scintillating red wall of light blocking an opening. And to one side, engraved on the wall, is the phrase, "Sing praises or be tested."
I start singing and say, "Boy, Calbrin is a very
Oh, no.
pretty bear."
No. Do, read what was on the fire thing. Can I squeeze down here, Tom, or do I need to be not large?
You need to be not large.
Oh, Cassus renewing, purification performed, fire erupts, dancing death for all.
Yeah. All.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You can squeeze, as long as you're not squeezing with a character. As long as you're alone.
Oh, okay. I think
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I sing the fire
Okay.
deal. Causes renewing purification.
Okay. Then what do you do? Nothing happens.
Then I go through.
All right. Nothing happens to you. You walk on through, no problem. No pain, even though the fire is licking against your skin. You feel none of it.
I follow his lead.
Okay.
So I start singing causes
Okay.
renewing, purification for foreign, fire erupts, dancing, death for all.
You all make it through, no problem if you do that.
And we do the air one
gonna
on
go
this
Let
one.
me describe what you see in there.
I'm gonna go to halfling form so I can.
Hey,
actually
Margim, can you
use the
turn
words.
down your mic or mute it when
Oh,
you're not
sorry,
talking?
sorry.
A lot
Yeah.
of wind noise. All right.
Oh,
the
whoa,
room.
whoa, whoa,
The room you come
whoa.
to.
Go ahead, sorry.
This room has brass braziers in each corner, and a circle of arcane symbols inscribed in the center of the room. There are shelves to either side of the wall through which you entered. The right-hand wall is pierced by a wall of white and gray light. To one side it is engraved, "Songs of our ally may be treated gently." Let's see. Looks like the shelves hold some bolts of fabric, which is so old and brittle it crumbles to the touch. Nothing else in the room at all.
Well, I'll say the wind one and move through. So
No,
that's,
no. Hold on. The second one, it says Song of the Ally for air, so we need to do the earth oath there.
Sure. Okay.
It seems to me.
That yeah.
Yeah, I was about to try to stop him too.
Okay. All right, we'll do the earth one. It's all you, mean.
Who's doing it?
I will.
All right. What do you say?
I say Grimbar's oath, unchanging and true. Earth remains strong, protecting all.
Okay. Then what do you do?
Walk through.
All right. You are struck by lightning. Do you have the lightning resistance?
Oh,
Yes.
All right. You are.
I don't think that.
It doesn't hurt you.
I don't think Earth is the. I don't think Earth is the ally of wind.
So
think
before
it's
anyone else does
probably
anything, let me
water.
describe what you see. So you're standing in this room here. You can see a wall there. All right. So the room. Hold on just a second. Let me describe it. Then you can talk about what you think. The room that you're in now has a brass brazier in each corner and a circle of arcane symbols inscribed in the center of the floor. There's shelves on either side of the wall through which you entered. If anything was on these shelves, it has already crumbled to dust. The wall opposite the entrance is pierced by a 10-foot by 10-foot wall of brown and gray light. To one side is engraved in the wall, "Gently treat with song the phrases wisdom dictates."
So the one that Smokey just went through. What color was that wall?
That wall,
It looked like the air wall.
a wall
yeah,
of
it did,
white
but we
and
got
gray
too
light.
smart for ourselves again.
Yeah. So yeah, it just. I don't think Earth is the element or is the ally of air. I think it's fire and earth, and it's water and air.
Ah, okay. I see.
So I do the water one going through there.
Remember, no one does anything until you say "I do it."
So the thing
Morgan
is,
will
Kirk,
sing the
because you
air
have
one.
lightning resistance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morgan sings the air one. Then what do you do, Morgan?
Try and pass through.
Okay,
where-
nothing bad happens. You're set.
Yeah, we overthought it.
I'll do that as well.
I'll do air. Okay, you all make it into that room there. Now you're facing the wall of brown and gray light, and on one side it says, "Gently treat with song the phrases wisdom dictates."
That looks like it might be earth then.
That would be
Who's got the you got the bludgeoning,
I got
right?
the bludgeoning. Let me do that one. So I will speak the Grumbar's oath unchanging, and true earth remains strong, protecting all. And Jan will step through.
All right, Jan, you're struck by lightning.
Okay.
Take 6 points of lightning damage. DC 11 Dex save for half.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna eat 5 good berries.
Okay. I'm going to, since I've got the lightning, I'm going to sing the air and the earth, and then walk. Because it looks like it's mixed together.
Okay.
It's brown and gray.
Lightning strikes all around you. And it is only 4 damage. You resist 5, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you get through no problem.
So why don't you keep trying till we figure it out? Because he resists 5 damage. Like, the most he's going to take is 1.
I should describe what you see in this room, too, before you go any further. So this room you're in has piles of rocks in each corner and a circle of arcane symbols inscribed in the center of the room. There are shelves to either side of the wall through which you entered. All that remains on the shelves is a small metal hammer and a stone mortar and pestle. The wall furthest from you is pierced by a wall of various shades of blue and green, and to one side is engraved on the wall, "Songs of our ally may be treated gently."
Well,
So we sung on the second
Fire
one.
and
We did air. Maybe that was water.
And
it was
another
fire, air. Then
one. I'm gonna try and sing in the earth and pass through this the third one.
You don't have lightning resistance. Make Kirk do it. He can go back and forth.
I thought we did earth, and Jan went through and failed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and sing water and pass through.
All right, nothing happens to you. You get through safely.
There you go.
And then
So
I'll
last
sing water
one,
and go through.
I
Okay,
guess.
you're through safe.
looks like water on this last one too.
Yeah.
Same here.
Now, your owl can't talk or anything, so he probably hasn't come through any of these walls, I'll assume.
Okay.
Because if he had, he wouldn't have made it. Right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Just tell him to hang out, and if I'm within 100 feet, something happens, let me know.
Will
If
do.
not, just stay put.
Will do. Okay. So now you're standing in front of this wall of blue and green.
Should've. Yeah.
We'll sing the water one and walk through.
Okay, you are safe.
That wasn't him, but that works.
Okay, this room. Its walls are covered in mold, and the circle of ruins is engraved on the floor is blackened by fire and damaged. On the shelves by the entrance is a foot-long length of ivory wood.
I'll take the ivory wood.
Okay. Looks like a wand, actually. The wall to the south is pierced by a wall of brown and gray light. And on the wall is engraved, "Songs of our ally may be treated gently."
Shane, you got bludgeoning. Do earth.
Okay, I'll earth it up.
All right, and then
step
walk through. All right. You are unhampered. Make it through no problem.
We all do mimic.
The earth.
I pretend to take all kinds of damage and stumble through.
All right. You make it to this room. There's a doorway. And in the room, there's the fragile remains of cushioned benches lying in pieces on either end of the room. There's a door in the wall opposite the wall of light. And that's it.
Somebody want to check out the door? Actually, I'll investigate the door.
Yep.
This door is actually
I'll guide you.
untrapped.
Okay.
Who wrote this? Did Claire write this?
No. Wasn't Claire. I don't think it was Claire.
Well, let's open it.
It feels like I've been
Entered as-
prepping.
Oh,
Black
you're right.
Pyramid.
Claire Hoffman.
It so feels like the Black Pyramid in here.
Yeah.
That 8 hour from season 1. Anyhow.
Did someone say they opened the door?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good job.
Oh.
Good job. Leading the witness. All right. This room. Workbenches line one wall of the room. Each workstation fitted out with a table of the appropriate height for working with tools and supplies. Most of the tools are in too poor of shape to be useful, as are the supplies. All the furniture in here is made out of stone. That includes the tables. There are glass beakers and vials on the tables. There is a writing table next to the door that has 3 books on it, one of which looks to be a spell book.
It's one of the things that we're here for.
Check it out.
Yeah, let's check to make sure it's not. You know what? This might be a good precaution. You guys mind taking a couple minutes for me to cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could have done it too. I didn't even think. Good
All
job.
right, the wand is magical,
Okay.
and
Wait, what one?
The one that he just picked up.
stick you just picked up.
That's
The stick that bear's got in his mouth that wanted someone to play fetch with him. Let's see.
I'm a halfling. I'm just a really big halfling right now.
Oh
I
yeah,
wasn't
I
gonna walk through those walls not being able to talk. You were gonna fry my ass.
need to make you smaller, don't I?
All good.
There you go. Okay. Let's see here. You detect a trap on the spell book.
Okay.
You don't know. You just sense magic there. You think it's a trap. You have no idea how to disable it, unless you were to go investigate it. But from
Yeah.
Do that.
I will go up and investigate now that I know there's definitely something there to investigate.
I'll guide him.
all right. You see no easy way of disabling it. You think maybe the only way to turn whatever it is off is to use it to dispel magic spell.
I'm sure we've
Oh
got
yeah,
one of
we
those,
got
right?
that. Sure.
Yeah.
Little-
Not quite there.
I mean, the
Can
biggest.
we set it
fear
off
is
with
that-
a mage hand?
No, the
The
problem.
problem is that
yeah,
if we set it off with a mage hand and
We'll
it's
destroy the
something that's
book.
like a fireball, yeah.
Ah,
we need that
I
book.
see. Yeah.
Can't tell what the trap does.
You can't. You know there's magic there.
Does it look like a pressure plate, Tom?
No, it's not mechanical at all. It's purely magical.
Let's I'm wondering if backing out of the room and taking the chance with the mage hand is the right way to do it, because if it's keyed off of
Let's check these
contact-
other
Let's
rooms
just-
before
No,
we
let's
do
just
that.
wait. Yeah, let's just wait. 'cause-
Okay.
There might
Fair.
be something to help us.
Can we full search this room, Tom? Like check all the beakers, looking
Yeah,
for
sure. You can search everything.
potions.
Okay, so while most of the tools here are worthless, there's a set of jeweler's tools that are still usable worth about 25 gold pieces. Da, 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 da. There's a secret door in the western wall between the two doors that are not secret. It looks like it was pretty hard to find originally, but dust has kind of settled in some of its edges, making it a tad easier to find. However, you're not able to find how to open it. So more searching might be entailed to find that. Besides those things, that's the only thing of value or interest in the room. Now everyone can make an intelligence investigation check to see if they can find out how to open that secret door.
Hold on, before we roll, who's got the highest investigation?
I got a strong 12.
Okay, I'll guide you.
Oh no, my score is 12, so I've got a +1.
That might be higher than anyone else here, man. So I'll guide you.
Yeah, I've got a
Okay.
12 as well, so but I've been rolling
I
like
actually-
crap. Of course, now's the first time I roll well on an
So
investigation check.
16.
Okay, yeah, you can't find how to open that door.
I know.
Nope, you can't
Smash it
either.
open.
Well, why don't we check the other doors first?
Oh, boom! There's 17. I don't know if that helps.
It does not, unfortunately.
Doesn't have anything to do with the forest, does it?
It's not forest related, no. Nice try.
And the detect magic, any magic going off on the north or south or secret door?
Nope.
Okay, let's open the north door.
All right, a hallway with a door at the end.
Before we continue on, check the south door.
Hallway with a door at the end.
Could we try breaking down the secret door?
Yeah, you can always try that.
Let's try the other doors first. Let's just see. Like,
Okay. Open that. Open that.
Put everyone where you want to be when Smokey opens that door.
and we die. We've been so careful, and then we just opened it without searching.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I said we had the detect magic, so it wasn't any magic trap.
No magic trap.
That gas trap wasn't magic either. And it hurt a lot.
Oh. Giddy up.
Okay. All the walls of this room are lined with bookshelves. On the right side of the room is a large desk, and on the left side are the rotted remains of a pair of leather chairs. Behind the desk sits a gaunt humanoid in tattered clothing, and a few skeletons, or several skeletons, stand in silent watch around the room. All right. Ba, ba, ba. All right. He immediately rises up, fire in his eyes, and moves to attack you. Roll initiative.
Good.
You're beginning to worry, Kirk, that we weren't going to fight anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can use inspiration for initiative, yeah?
You can.
Any D20,
Absolutely.
check it.
I will do it.
Okay. As long as you say it before you roll, you're good.
Boom.
So I have a 2103.
2103.
You know which one you
Go
need to
change
go
that.
after with
So
your
you're first,
magic
Calvin.
claws.
All right, perfect. Doing... It's all halflings that can pass through without... No, you can just pass through. It's still difficult. That's right.
Yeah, it doesn't make
So
it not
there's-
difficult.
There's 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm a bear.
All right.
And I'll change my token to set. So I'll bear up to here, and I will hack the blue one.
You hit
Get a taste of that.
and hit for 10 and 9.
You get any movement left?
I don't.
Then skeleton goes. Skeleton right beside you swings his short sword at you. 17
Oh, shit,
for
that
11.
hits. Holy shit.
Then do I have those skeletons? Oh shoot. Skeletons aren't only +5. Those are probably changed to match someone's undead summoning.
Mine.
Yeah.
God.
David Blaine.
What's a regular skeleton do? Master manual. Bet it's only like +3. I'll know in a second though.
Or plus like 1? Maybe minus
For
3.
you, +4. It's +2. So 3 less damage than that. I'll fix that real quick. The attack rolls are got the right bonus for the attack, so that's good. Okay. Should be good now. Okay, that one's done. The next one to go is south here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack the bear with the short sword. 17 for 3, and then Jan, your turn.
Let's shoot the one in the back straight on.
Okay.
So
Fire away.
that one there.
So click on your token and then click on...
I was just trying to figure out which attack I wanted to use, and we'll keep it. Right, chill touch would only be disadvantaged against me, so that doesn't help him.
Ray of Frost. You ignore the cover. 12 just misses. I have a total of +7 on that roll. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I got your orb in there too. So, Jan, you can also move if you like somewhere.
Is a free action open a door?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to open that door.
Okay. This skeleton here attacks the bear to the northwest of the bear. It is a 5's miss. Then another skeleton goes. The skeleton right here attacks the bear. It is a 20 for 4 bear. And then Morgran, your turn.
Alright, this
I'm
bear
gonna
didn't have turn
move
undead.
1, 2, 3, 4, From here, can I go here, or
Yeah.
it's a hard? So okay. So I'll go there. So that's my movement. Bonus action, go into rage
Nice.
and attack this skeleton northwest of me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go reckless.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
So there's the rage, there's the reckless, and the great axe.
18 hit for 16 slashing, and that skeleton is bones all over the floor.
And that's my turn.
The
Are
white
you the type of barbarian that grants advantage, or is that not high? You're not high enough level.
multi-attacking.
No, bear level. I'm just the resistance one.
Yeah, he's the... Okay, the white, so he's got 2 longswords, or 2 longbow, or longsword and life drain. So longsword first in the bear. 18 for 3 slashing, and then life drain on the bear. 14 for 7 necrotic.
15 hits. It's only like an 11.
Your hit point max is reduced by 7. 13 con save negates that reduction. Okay, you good there? Oh wow, you rolled a 1.
Oh, that halfling luck.
Yeah,
Look at
halfling
that.
luck. Got you up there.
Lucky.
So I still take the damage. It's just the
You do
reduction.
still take the damage, right? The white's done. Another skeleton's turn. The skeleton just comes right here to Morgran. Short sword on Morgran is a 12. That's a miss. Smokey, your turn.
1, 2, go bear.
You can't do bear there unless you're just doing a small bear.
I can't be up on the.
No, those are bookshelves, so they go all the way to the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
You could certainly
there?
go south of Morgran, though. Nope. If you go
Okay.
south of Morgran, you could do it. There you go.
Okay.
4 squares.
All right.
You just want to be like me, don't you?
Okay, and attack the skeleton to the north.
Okay. 7 missed. 13 with the claws hit for 14 slashing and shatter that skeleton.
Nice.
Smokey.
How many hit points does the bear have?
34.
Click on the bear
33,
thing.
yeah, 34.
There you go. Beardin, your turn.
Strangely enough, I have a clear shot, so I hunter mark this guy, and I shoot with my longbow.
Nice. 24 hits by mile for
Holy
15 points of piercing damage and destroy him in one shot.
And
then
that's all. And that's all I'm doing.
this skeleton comes to you, attacks that bear with his short sword. 20 to hit the bear for 6 piercing, Kirk.
Got it.
And 28. And if you put your max there, everyone will be able to see the bar and know how your bear is doing. There we go. Skeleton's done. Calvin.
I will use a bonus to level 2 spell to heal myself.
Okay. Just roll twice. There you go.
A strong
6.
one.
Nice 6.
And I will move here, and I will attack the blue guy.
Oh, good
Oh, suck a crit.
hit. 14 damage to him. He's still standing. And then 16 for 9, still standing.
Oof. Mouse.
Close, though. Skeleton moves next to you, swings its short sword at you. 12 is a hit for 7 piercing. Jan, your turn.
All right, come through down here. Can I see these guys from up here, or is the bookshelf obscuring?
You hear in your mind, kill the blue guy?
You're good. You're good because they're staying by a desk that the bear is like crushing underneath its weight right now.
Okay. No, that probably wouldn't work against him. I'm going to hit him with a Ray of Frost, and I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage on the attack.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done.
Okay. Do I have a button for that, or yeah, they do.
22 to hit.
Oh,
4 cold. He is not immune to cold in any way. And 4 is
Alright.
enough. He drops.
nice. Good job.
You
Yeah.
saved my
Sounds-
bare ass.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to spend a. Sorry, I don't have Quicken. Never mind. Wrong character. That's it for me.
You know, you have
actually, I will back up to here, just so that if that skeleton comes after me, the bear will get a free. Would get a free shot.
I think you already removed your full 30, though.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah,
Yeah,
30,
never
30
mind.
gets
I
there.
did move there. Okay.
All right, then the skeleton's turn attacks the bear. When you have to explain your own jokes, I should give the skeletons advantage. 11 hit for 5 piercing. Morgan, your turn. Reckless on the skeleton. 23 for 15. That skeleton's shattered all over the floor. After Morgan, Smokey. 24 for 5. Skeleton stands. 14 for 8. Destroyed. Riordan.
Okay. I'm moving to the room. Can I get a clear shot from here?
Not without cover, no. Yeah, you'd have to be all the way.
Okay, I have just enough movement to go here, so I move my hunting mark to the last skeleton, and I shoot him. And 11 will probably
11
miss.
just misses. Calvin.
Oh no.
Oh, dead in one shot. And that was it. That was all the skeletons. Very good. So, you can take your sweet time finding that secret door and searching this library. I'll tell you what you find in the library. The book cupboards on the walls with the doors to the lab are made of glass and stone and hold the only salvageable books and scrolls in the whole library. These books are extremely old, so deciphering what is written, even for those that know the language, is difficult and takes time. They are also in several different languages. 2 entire shelves of books are written in a form of the giant language with runes scattered about the texts. Numerous history books are included, as are religious tracts. There are an additional 3 shelves of magical theory. These are the ones that Seer wants. The Wizard of the Crag's personal journal is here. In it, details his plans to adding a waterfall and preliminary plans for additional features to showcase air and fire in his castle. Apparently, he hoped to create a school for elemental wizards as well. Searching the room thoroughly, you find a secret door behind the bookshelf, and that secret door, or actually behind the desk, in the wall behind the desk, you find a secret door. And that goes down deeper into the tower, but there's nothing down there except for rubble and destroyed rooms, unfortunately. You can use your bag of holding that you got temporarily.
Put everything
Smokey.
in there.
Yeah, put all the books in there. Get them all out of here. Then you can... So you search this room thoroughly, and that's all you find in this room. The books, basically. Then you retreat back to the laboratory, search it thoroughly, bash open the secret door, and in it you find the treasury, but it's a little disappointing because it looks like most of the wealth had been spent, probably on this tower. All that remains here is about 200 gold pieces worth of various coins and gems. There's also a large chest in the room suitable for holding many books and scrolls, but luckily you already have the bag of holding, so you're good there. The jeweler's tools out in the laboratory, they're worth 25 gold pieces. You still have the spellbook, though, which is trapped. You guys would have had to... You guys would have had to not be in bear form after all that searching.
Right. Yeah, I back out.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of anything that beyond triggering the trap that we can do if it's a magical
My
trap.
spell list.
Is Thorn Whip a melee attack?
Yes.
Okay. I know. I'm going to Thorn Whip it non-lethally and pull the spellbook back to me.
Okay, put every guys where you want to be when he does that.
Where's the which Which table is it on?
The
right
table is right here.
there? Okay. Just break line of sight.
Jan, you good where you're at?
I am good where I'm at.
Okay.
Can I ready a healing word for the spellbook?
Cannot ready anything, nope. Sorry, we'll roll initiative. The spellbook's also readied. We'll see who goes first.
The spellbook's also ready.
Okay. When you hit it with your thorn whip,
It's a mimic.
the book closes. The door slams shut between you and Calbrin and locks.
Oh shit.
And 3 little magmen appear.
Oh no.
Next to the 3 closest people to the book in the room.
So you didn't get rewarded for being a vag there, Shane.
I think I did, actually.
Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Don't forget y'all's inspirations. Can't take them with you.
Alright, Riordan, you are first to react. This little creature looks like basically a humanoid made out of lava, molten rock. Flames are dancing across his body. It doesn't look like getting anywhere near him is going to be good for you.
Okay, I just casually walk away.
Oh. You may not want to come towards me.
Who has fire resist?
Are you walking away in disengaging mode or just walking away?
Just walking.
Okay, he swings at you with
and
his...
yes, I have fire resistance.
Okay. He only gets a 12 to hit you. That is a miss.
No, it's a miss. Okay, and I move my hunter's mark, which is still up to this creature.
No, it's not. It's been more than an hour while you guys were searching thoroughly everything.
We've had so much time to search.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make a new one then.
Okay. Alrighty.
And of course I shoot it. And can I use my inspiration on that?
You have to say before you roll, so no, you cannot.
Okay, so that's a miss.
Alright, after Riordan is the first Magman.
And I move a bit more away.
Okay.
Yeah, you may not want to come directly to me.
That Magman goes after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll go to there, attack Riordan with his touch attack. 15 misses Riordan. Next to go is Smokey.
Go bear.
Bear form. Boom. And when you go to bear form, you can be in any square that any of your 4 bear squares can be where your character was.
Yeah, I like that one right there.
Okay.
So I'm going to give him a little taste.
Okay. Do them one at a time, please. 16. That connects. Let's see here. All right. You don't actually take any damage by touching him, so you're okay there. You do 11 piercing. That is enough to slay him? No, not quite, because he takes half of that. He takes 5 points of damage from that. Second attack, that will kill him, and then he blows up. 10-foot radius, 5 points of fire damage, 11 dex save for half. There you go. So you take only 2 fire damage, and he's gone. After Smokey, you can move to Smokey. This Magman, right on Morgran, tries to get Morgran. Critting Morgran for 20 fire damage.
Ooh.
And igniting you. You'll take d6 fire damage at the end of each of your turns. It's an action to douse the fire, and you can also do that on someone else if you're adjacent to him. And that Magman's done. Morgran, your turn. At the end of your turn, you will take d6 fire.
Yeah. I'll go into rage. And yeah, what the heck?
16 hit, killed him. He blows up. You take 9 fire damage, 11 dex save for half.
Hey, that guy was out to get you.
Yeah. So you take 9 fire damage,
yeah.
and then
Wait.
go ahead and finish your turn. He's dead. I still have him napped.
Yeah,
He's dead.
I'll end there.
Okay, at the end of your turn, you take 1 more fire damage, as you're still on fire. Morgan's done. Calbrin.
I'll try to move through the door.
Okay, it's locked.
I will try to open it with strength.
Okay, make a strength athletics check. No, doesn't budge. You can move any more you want to move.
Damn.
Jan, your turn.
All right, I'm going to back up just on the off chance that this goes poorly. I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness against the Magman, and I'm going to cast it at 2nd level.
Nice.
But that could trigger a surge at your discretion.
Yeah.
17 hit?
17 does hit.
All right, so I'll do 16 points of poison to it.
Okay.
And
It
must make
blows up.
Okay.
So here's the death burst. Reardon, you take 5 fire damage, 11 dex save for half. You might resist 5, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. It's weird that they put resist 3 and resist 5 in there instead of giving you like just resistance.
Okay, I take none, I guess.
Like they do in 5th edition. Jan, you might do a wild magic surge. Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so it doesn't go off, even though you have a 1 and 2 chance, or 1 or 2 chance.
No, because I used Tides of Chaos.
Right. So if
that
you roll,
should,
if you roll
that
1
should
or
probably go off.
no, it says if you roll a 1 or a 2, it'll go off. If you've used Tides of Chaos.
Oh, okay.
It's DM's discretion. DM can set it at any number they
Yep,
want.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's why I
That's
don't set
fine.
that. Okay, Jan's done. Next to go is Reardon. Well, this guy's dead.
I guess.
Let's see. I think that's
I
it.
guess no one is.
Yeah, that's it. So you're able to get the spell book. It has. I should type this in just so you can start thinking about if you want it or not. Oh, I could just cut and paste too. I'm going to do that. There we go. Sorry, I just thought I saw something different somewhere else. Okay, so it has spells that are all elemental-based spells. Absorb Elements, Catapult, Ice Knife, Earth Tremor, Dust Devil, Skywrite, and Wall of Water. So that's a boon if you don't have elemental background and you're a wizard.
Oh wow, sure enough.
They're all elemental evil spells. Let's see. Okay, so that's it for that room. That's it for the spell book. You have basically everything in the rooms above, so we can end it there. You return back to the surface and returning to Parnas with the books. Singh greets you warmly and has a wagon ready to transport the cargo on to Seer. He also pays
we
you.
freed the gargoyles.
Yeah, they are freed. He also pays a reward promised of 150 gold pieces. All right. Let me. Oh, and there's another cool thing. Let's see here. There's a story award. And this is the thing that's different in 2 places. If a character wants to copy any of the works for their faction, they can convince Singh to wait a few days before leaving. Okay, so any character of any faction can, not just the Harper characters. So if you do that, you're going to gain a downtime activity called Faction Copyist. I'll just copy it here, so you can see what the downtime activity does.
Tom, did you say the XP got lowered on the first one to 640?
Yeah, no, 600. So this is. Just get a new line going here. That should work. There we go. Any character may spend 10 downtime days assisting their faction by copying the text retrieved for Seer. Upon completing this downtime activity, the character may copy 1 spell from the Elemental Evil Player's Companion of a level they can cast for their spellbook. So it's another access to another spell.
But it's only for spell books, huh?
Yeah. Members of the Harpers who either manages to copy some of the books or steal some for the faction gains an additional point of renown. So let's figure out the XPs here real quick. I think there's probably almost no way to not to get the cap. But
only wizards scribe spells, right?
Right.
So,
I
okay.
have the ritual caster, but it's a very limited number of spells.
So 3 Magman, 1 white. Skeletons. There was. How many skeletons were there? 6. 6 skeletons. That's 300. Okay, so that's the monsters divided by 5 of you. That's 260 so far. Now, let's see. You avoided combat with the gargoyles. That's worth 125 more each.
Tom, before you keep going, I'd like to replace the gems if possible.
You want to try and put the gems back?
Uh-huh.
Does everyone want to put the gems back? Let's have a vote. It'll be party majority on keeping or putting them away. And if you want to put them back, move up from the line. If you want to put them back, move up. If you want to keep them, move down.
I'm a dirty Zen.
And it'll be the majority. So putting them back. Okay. They are put back. Hold on just a second.
Calbrin's not about Jack Endless.
Let's see here.
I'm fine with characters. Probably pretty put out, but
Okay, I think you're gonna get there no problem with the summoning rooms. So you got through the first one, that was 100 XPs each. You got through the second one, that was 100 XPs each. The third one, one person got damaged. The fourth one you got through at 100, so you're above the cap already. Okay, so you got 600 XPs.
And there was no downtime cost for doing the faction copies, right?
It's 10 downtime days, I think.
Oh, 10 down.
Yeah.
To get a single spell?
Yeah. It's there. You can read what it says.
That's a good cost.
Okay, so you put back the 3 gems. They were with 25, 10, 10, and 10 gold pieces each. There wasn't a whole lot of value there in those. Completed the mission, 150. Jeweler's tools, 25. And gold and gems, 200. So that's 375 divided by 5. 75 gold pieces each. 600 XPs each. 5 downtime days. 1 renown, unless you're a harper.
Special mission? No.
No secret mission.
Not until tier 2.
What else is there? My number. That's my DCI number. And then you got, you use the spell scroll tongue, so you don't have any consumables. You got a wand of webs. A wand of webs is an uncommon item that requires attunement by a spellcaster. This one is a short, squat wand fashioned from a single piece of white wood, tipped with a pair of black diamonds cut to resemble spinnerets. You can cast web spell. It's got 7 charges. Recharges at dawn. D6 of those, I believe. Let me actually open it up.
I was just looking at D6 plus 1.
D6 plus 1 at dawn. If you lose the last one, you could lose the wand. What page are you on, Kirk? What page, Kirk?
Shoot, I didn't have
212.
212. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can spend a 1 charge to cast web spell, DC 15. And that's it. It does web spell. All right. So if you want
It's
the
crowd
wand,
control, right?
if you want,
I would be very interested in it.
if you want the wand of webs, holler. Type your name in. Let's see who all might want it. Then we'll go by order of who's got the most magic items. Anyone else? Okay. Jan. Oh, Reardon, you want it?
I have 1 item though, but I'm not sure if I'm a spellcaster. In fact,
Let's see.
as being a ranger.
You
Yes, you
are.
are.
Yeah, you are a spellcaster.
I have 1 as well, so if you want to roll for it.
Yeah, roll d20s. Whoever rolls high, you can just roll straight d20.
Okay, I'll be passing, no problem.
You'll pass? You sure? Okay.
I'll pass it to Jen.
Jan,
right, thank
got
you.
the wand of webs.
Awesome.
Congrats, brah.
What else is there? I think that's it.
The spellbook.
The spell book, yeah. Everyone who wants the spell book, just roll d20.
There's nothing in it I can use, so
Does anyone want it?
Well, I can take it just as a curiosity.
Shane's going to take it if he can. So roll. See if you beat him. It'll be a curiosity for him too.
Yeah, I collect junk things. Holy
Vladimir's
shit.
got it.
Yeah, junk that, Shane.
Yeah, stick that in my junk.
Junk punched you. Okay. Spellbook goes to Riordan.
Filthy Ranger.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for playing.
Thank you, Tom.
Now you can go and actually read the
I'll be right
adventure.
back.
Read the adventure and see how bad I did all those traps. That was pretty complicated.
Yeah.
You know what? That was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed the way that this went down. So.
Yeah, it
She
was
definitely brings a uniqueness to the modules that
Yep.
the other authors don't get.
Yep.
So.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing. Hope
All
I'll
right.
see you again sometime.
Thank you for running.
You bet. Bye. Shane, you
Great
said
game, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you, Vladimir.
Take care.
Thank you.
Shane, you said
Yeah,
you
a
had some
couple.
questions?
A couple questions. The big thing I'm struggling with right now, which is really an issue, whatever, because of the scaling. How are you getting names to show up on the turn tracker but not show up on tokens? 'Cause
Names.
once
Oh,
if I hide a monster's name on its token, then it's putting the token picture but not putting a name in the turn tracker.
so let's see here. Are you looking on my map right here?
Yes, yes.
So I got the Magman, right? With no name, but he does have a name in the tracker. And you're saying you don't get that?
No, so like if I hide the name to players, like if I unclick that box,
Yeah.
and then I roll initiative for the Magman, it'll just put it in there with the icon and like not the name.
Okay, so if I double click on my Magman, I see
let me-
represents character Magman and name Magman, and I have uncheck show nameplate.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Kirk. We're just going through some tutorial type stuff.
Did you
Okay,
turn
so I've
off
got-
the streaming?
Nope, still streaming, just in case anyone has any questions, like Shane does.
Okay.
Okay,
if
so
you
you
want to coordinate
said
stuff later, we can turn it off in a little bit. So
okay, so it represents character Magman. It has a name. Oh, and show nameplate is there.
yeah, I unchecked that.
Oh, okay. And so it's the player permission under advanced that they can see the name. That's what was hiding it,
Yes.
which is kind of cool if you want to hide it. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, especially because on those maps that are the scale's wrong. I mean, the nameplates
Oh
are
yeah, huge, huh?
just flipping ginormous. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
they're unusable.
Yeah.
So, perfect. And then let me just look at my list. I had one other. See, I know how to do that. Hold on. No, I think that's everything. Other than I figured out how to make the NPCs roll, but as far as doing that, I'm just having to change them one by one,
Yeah.
unless I have to post. But yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
Yeah,